and always, please welcome Karan Ashely, Goodson as Robo Rita, and the Pink Ranger, Sutherland. And coming all the way from the Sirius system in another galaxy is the one and only Green Steel Ranger, Black Light Multi-Power Ranger, an amazing guy that I've seen before. It's really, really cool. I want guys to cheer out. Can you do that? I know you can still hear me. Please welcome Johnny Bosch! Go, Power Ranger! Oh, we're not doing this again. Welcome to the amazing cast of Power Rangers Once and Always. Woo! Steve Cardenas as Rocky! Yeah! It wouldn't be tradition if I didn't walk in late. Should I come back in a few minutes? Yeah, come back a little bit later. Yeah. You know, they're talking about you and the really important stuff. Get all that out of the way. Welcome, Steve. Welcome. Hello. Hey, guys. Awesome, guys. Remember this one? You heard this one before. One more chorus, ladies. Let me hear ya. Oh man, the cast of Power Rangers Once and Always, let me hear it for them.
Thank you guys, thank
you. Oh my goodness. Now before this panel is done, we're going to have a little game for you guys. It's called Match Game. You guys remember Match Game? Oh, used to play that? Yeah, you don't remember that? Oh, it was a 70s game show hosted by Gene Rayburn. I'm going to fill in for him today.
Hi, Gene.
Yeah,
hi, Gene is something I don't think you have.
I'm kidding. That was a good one. That was good. That's why we're here doing this thing. That's okay. All the best jokes are stolen. Yeah, it's no shame, if you can get a laugh. That's what it's all about. So we're going to play Match Game, and it's a version of a game. There are a few questions that we've got. We will see if our contestants can come up with the same answer as our two contestants from the audience. I'm going to have two people play. Who wants to play this game? Let's see. I'll tell you the rules. It's nothing physical, nothing dangerous. And the legends never die right there. Yeah, you right there in the black shirt. Yeah. Come on up. We'll go right over here. And from this side of the room, the Gold Ranger Zeo staff right here. We'll bring him up. Awesome. Boy, it is warm in here.
Warm in here.
It's good though. I'm glad you guys are braving this Atlanta heat. Who's from Atlanta? Everybody?
It's a warm.
So okay, so you're used to it too, though. Yeah.
You're going to protect the table?
He's going to protect the table. Awesome. What's your name? Chris and
Scott.
Chris and Scott. All right, very, very cool. Now, how we play Match Game is pretty unique, and maybe we'll explain it for everybody, just over here, just to make sure. I will read a couple of things off the phone that I have over here, some questions, and I will have you pick your answer, and you'll pick your answer, and these guys will all write down your answer. And the person who matches the most celebrity guests will be the winner of the round, which makes sense, right? Now, if nobody matches, that's okay. We're used to that, but we'll give this thing a shot. So
I failed last year.
that's okay. That's okay. There's no real failure here. It's more about having fun. You Rangers, yeah, exactly. You'll write your answers down first to these questions, and then you will guess. You'll have about 30 seconds.
So basically,
I didn't. We answer. He's going to ask a question. We're going to write our answer, and then they're going to say. Got it. Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, team. Let's get things started here. Let's see. The captain on our cruise ship announced we can no longer reserve sunbeds with towels. So we're going to have to use blank
They got
instead.
the match game music going.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
They got that 70s.
That's it. Our where was that? The captain on our cruise ship announced we can no longer reserve sunbeds using towels. We're going to have to use blank instead. Family show. Should all questions. Yeah. That's a tough. It's not. It's just a match game. That's not it. Okay, okay, well, Steve's got his answer coming in. Steve, Cardenas. Fantastic. That's a good time. That's okay. Steve's like the Charles Nelson Riley of our game here. No one knows who that is anymore, but, oh, you do. Excellent. Good. That's why I picked the right person for the game. Excellent. Is everybody got their answer in? Yeah. Ranger panel. Excellent. All right, let us start here. What's your word? Shorts. Shorts. You have to reserve it with your shorts. Excellent. How about you? Shirts. Our shirts. Okay. The cruise director said we can no longer reserve a chair with our towels. We have to use our blank. We said shirts and shorts. All right. Let's see. Let's start with Steve Cardenas.
I was way off. I said burgeritos.
Oh, good answer. Perfect answer.
Mr. It seems to make more sense. Like
Frogs! See, that's... What do we got? What do we got? That's what you got. That makes sense. Karen, Ashely, morphers. That makes sense.
Oh, what you guys are doing. You guys are going Ranger theme. Yeah, we're a Drunken Steve theme.
I was thinking the same. We drunken Steves have to stick together here. Yeah. That's all right. How about Miss Barbara here? Thumbtacks. That's a really Rita answer. Oh, that no one else would. That's a painful answer. At least no one else would sit there. Catherine, what did you say? Sunscreen. Another good answer. So no match there. That's okay. We'll do all the Rangers lose. No, that's the thing about this. There's no winners, period. We all lose. This is a life lesson. No. Let's do one more then and see if we can get somebody a point on this. Let's see. What's a good one on here? There's so many fun questions here. Let's find an appropriately good one for everybody. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one.
Really inappropriate.
I know. That's another game. I mean, it'd be easy to go that way, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I've started using a new fruit shampoo. A new fruit shampoo. My dandruff is gone, but now I've got blank.
Shampoo. I know. Fruit shampoo.
It's weird. I know. Yeah.
Gone, but now I have blank.
Now I've got blank instead. Yeah. I know you're all thinking about
Now
it.
I've got.
It's very good. Yeah. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh, there we go. Sticks got it down. Johnny, did you get one, Johnny?
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody were just waiting on Steve. Excellent. Good.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm glad. Now I've tried a new fruit shampoo. My dandruff is gone, but instead I've got a case of blank. Blank. Let's start here. No hair. No hair. Well, that makes sense. A case of baldness, let's call it.
Rashes.
Rashes. Now I've got it. It's a very serious medical condition that has nothing to do with the fruit. But okay, we've got both things. Let's start down here with Mr. Cardenas.
I've got chia hair.
Chia hair. The opposite of your problem with the baldness there, Mr. Bosch.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. See, that's good, like a strawberry blonde. That would be perfect, right? That's a fruit shampoo. That's where I went with that one. That's okay. Kara?
I put up a case of cooties.
Cooties! Uh-oh, circle, dot, everybody. As long as we got our shots. We're all good.
Should have said bear fur.
Oh, there's the Ranger one. Yeah, exactly.
Bear fur.
Miss Barbara?
I got fruit flies.
Fruit flies. That would actually be a very terrible scenario, but one I could see happening.
Cats and fruit flies. You see where my mind goes.
That's where my mind is at. That's good, though, Barbara. I like that. Allergy. You know what? I'm going to count that one, Catherine. Allergies, rash, allergies. That counts.
Hay fever and rashes aren't the same.
Well, I suppose they're a little different whatsoever. All right, so let's give you the point on that one. Good job on all counts. All counts. Now, I'm going to congratulate you for playing. Thank you. Give him a hand, everybody. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Now, I want you to pick one of our panelists here, and we're going to play the super final round where you have to match one word.
Dang.
Oh, God.
It's tough. I don't think you're going to win, to be honest, but...
Johnny Young Boss is now his name. Johnny Young Boss.
Okay.
John.
Come on, man.
Okay, this one here. You cannot... Yeah, I'm going to put one stipulation to this. You cannot use the word ranger or rangers.
Oh.
Okay. Power blank.
Oh.
You can't say ranger or rangers.
Yes. You can use however means you want in your head to think about it. You can phone a friend. Yeah.
You can phone a friend. Okay.
This is, it's like live television all over again.
We can use our phones, okay?
There you go. See, yeah, just pull it up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, power blank. Johnny's got his answer down. It's not rangers or ranger.
But maybe it could rhyme with it.
How about
Power drink? Power drink.
Oh.
Power drink. That, let's see, Mr. Bosch, what did you get, John?
drink?
No, right, Steve! Yeah, the winner is Steve Cardenas! What do you got, Mr. Johnny?
Strangers.
Power strangers. I like that. That's where the rhyme came in. You got to be. But you know what? That's okay. You submitted the first round. Give a hand for playing, guys. And give our match game panelists a hand. That's all the time we have. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. Now, let's talk a little bit. You can sit down now. Thank you for playing. You did a great job. That's it. Thanks, Johnny, for that. You did a fantastic job, too. All of you guys. Power Rangers once and always, I think, is the main reason everybody's...
Power Rangers blank and always.
That's, there you go. Fill it in. No, but once and always, so great to have all of you back in that particular storyline that was all-encompassing of all the Ranger generations, but most especially the ones we loved as kids. I'm so glad all of you were in it. And I'm going to come to each of you, most especially. But Barbara, it's so rare to get to have an experience with you at one of these events. Barbara Goodson is Rita, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen, or should I say the Empress? The Empress of Evil. That's it. So, Rita, for all of these years now, when you first start... 10,000 years, yeah. For the past 10,000 years, you played Rita. No, but the fact that you got that so long ago, it was the voice acting, and several years ago, I was lucky enough to do a panel with you, and when you were putting the show together, it was like, okay, you're the witch, you're the blue guy, you're the short blue guy, and you're the gold guy, you know, in the monster world. Now, 30 years later, you're back, and they're saying, Rita, again, we need that iconic voice to play this character. How were you approached, and was it even a hesitation for you?
There was absolutely no hesitation. There was shock. It was through my agents I got an email saying they want you for the 30th anniversary special to do Rita. And then we just, they worked with me and worked out the contract. And it was pretty simple. It was like, I was shocked. I had no clue what the storyline was. I didn't know it was a robo-Rita. I didn't know... Well, I was curious as to how she became a robot. I mean, I don't think that was ever explained.
At least in the episode, they did go back and explain it. So
They did?
it was a part, yeah.
Can you tell me? Because I thought I was...
I love it. Oh, man. That sounds like me. Like, just give me the sides. That's it. Yeah, just read it. Yeah, sides each day.
And Rita,
voiceover she
in the grid, Rita, her particles were like kind of brought back together, and then she came out and attached herself to Alpha.
But what happened to Mystic Mother?
Catherine read the script. Well, no, but that's the real question, guys. That's cool. That's a good question. Now,
doesn't make sense.
They did there is an in-universe simple explanation for that.
It's called It's the Script. Just do
It's a
your
script.
lines,
It's a
right,
script.
guys?
Oh,
Okay.
man.
There's no continuity.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the Rita character.
Different dimensions.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. It's from another dimension. That's the
Another
perfect answer.
dimension, and this was this dimension, which is the same dimension that she became Mystic Mother, but never mind.
I agree. Maybe it was like the evil of Rita that Zordon got rid of is what came back, and the good of Rita was some other person, let's say.
Yeah.
So now there's two Ritas.
Whatever. It worked.
There can be as many Ritas as
Right,
you want.
guys?
It's all as long as it works.
Billy's fault. That's all we know.
Yeah, that's it. It was made very clear. It's all Billy's fault. I want to bring it down.
In his lap.
Did I answer the question?
You did. That was a good enough answer for me. I'm really glad you're here. Steve, hello. As Rocky the Red Ranger. Yeah. That's so amazing. That's good. Now, thank you. You and Catherine were both in that episode of Ninja Steel a few years ago.
Yes.
But your parts weren't that large.
Yeah, we were basically glorified extras in that one.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It was about Jason, and it was a great story for him. But this one, everybody I feel like got a little bit to shine in this story. Whether it was morphed or unmorphed, you got to fire the bow that destroyed the big thing. Everybody saw it, right? No. If they didn't, you shouldn't be here. No, but like Rocky fought a monster, destroyed it all. Everybody.
And we got some fight scene in the juice bar.
I was gonna say,
That was fire.
Yeah.
Brought back a lot of memories for sure.
Yeah, and your first time working with Walter Jones, right?
Yeah, and first time with Bosch on the actual camera,
Yeah. When they were putting Once and Always together, I assume they wanted as many people who could be in it as possible. It was fantastic. It worked out that all of the Ranger colors were represented appropriately, and then we'll talk about these guys in a moment. But coming back, they said, "Hey, we want you as Red Ranger." Was there ever any hesitation there?
Oh no! I mean, I always tell the production over at Red Rangers that I'll come back anytime they ask me, because I love to give back to you guys, because you guys continue to show up for us. You continue to show support over year after year after year, and I always just try to give back as I can. I even told them, I was like, when I did the 25th anniversary, I was like, look, I'll come back. I'll even do it for free, because I don't care about the money. I just want to be able to come back for the fans, because I haven't been back since I left the show at that point. So I'm always going to come back. If they ever ask me back, I'm always going to come back for you guys.
And that's fantastic. We love that you love it at this point. That's what's really cool. I thought it was neat too. They made Rocky a firefighter, gave you some character.
I like
the jokes. You were kind of, I won't call you comic relief. Some good jokes in there for you this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was good. They actually kind of gave me like a lot of like, creative licensing. But like, just go ahead and do how you want to do it. I had an idea of how I wanted Rocky to be, like trying to go back to where he was in Zio and stuff. And they didn't go, no, don't do that.
That's nice. I always like, they would let me run liberty with it. They're like, you're not doing anything wrong, so this is good. I love it. Catherine, you as well, returning as the amazing Pink Ranger in that same special back at Ninja Steel, but back here now with a much larger role. We're glad you stepped into the Pink Ranger role for this one. It seemed pretty fun and enjoyable, but a lot of your character was almost developing more, it felt like, for you and JJ, or for the character of JJ in the future. When you were doing the script, and you remember from the last one, did you ever think, hey, maybe there'll be more for this character down the line, or is there any hope for that for you?
Yeah, the script changed quite a lot from the very first one to what we ended up with. But I would love to see them explore JJ becoming a ranger and taking on his father's, position.
Father and mother.
Father and mother, but yes. Father and mother, yes.
Yes, girl.
You're just as much a Power Ranger as everybody. Don't forget that. Yeah.
No, I thought they did a really good job with the episode.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
But you guys liked it, right? Thought it was cool. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see more of these guys in the future.
And it was the first time I said pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's right, in the morphin thing. Now, there were
First time
fans
with the
online.
bow as well.
It was great. That was the first time you said pterodactyl?
Yeah, I said Pink Ranger power because I came in right when you had the ninja powers already. So I never said pterodactyl. I had the crane's order.
Did that feel like a big moment? Was it a big deal?
It was weird.
Was it a big deal? Or
It
no?
was. I was like, I've never said this. Is this going to be okay for me to say this? But yeah.
Was it okay that she said it? Okay, yeah. You gotta ask them, right? They're like, oh, you're not Amy Jo. No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're in it and able to do it. Very,
Thank
very
you
cool.
so much.
Now, back down here, for you two lovely people,
The glorified
extras, Johnny and Karen.
Basically,
Give it up for the glorified extras. And
more Aisha.
that's it.
Star Rangers.
The Spa Rangers, yeah, you guys are spa coordinators, right? Something like that?
We were working at the local spa.
That's it, yeah.
I was like, doing massages on the side, little mani-pedi.
That's why this whole different show.
Yeah, whole different show.
It makes sense.
You got that? You thought it was SPA, it was spa for real.
It's really It doesn't stand for anything.
Yeah, we did waxes, mani-pedi.
Facial.
We got our smocks on.
What's for you? they have that, yeah, like, what uniform? Yeah. Oh, man. But it's kind of neat, Space Patrol Alpha being in-universe, of course, the predecessor to Space Patrol Delta, SPD, which is the Power Rangers of 2025. So our technology is about to catch up, I promise. 2024 is going to be huge. Then we're going to have aliens. There's a lot going to happen next year, folks. It's going to be huge. But very, very cool to see you both in that role. Glorified extra as a part, perhaps, but as a universe-building thing, it was pretty neat. So did you know anything, because you had been on Operation Overdrive, and you'd come back and done an episode and known about the universe getting bigger and bigger. With this one, though, were you going in just reading the script, or were you like, oh, this is cool, it's supposed to be?
I didn't have the script for a while, right? It was like, it was like, at first, well, I was shooting a film, and then when they started talking about like maybe bringing us out or maybe shooting us like green screen or something in LA, and then eventually probably you were like, let's just bring us to New Zealand.
I was like, I speak for Johnny, we're not doing it unless we go.
Right. And then so like basically the next thing I heard was like, yeah, we're thinking maybe if you have time we'll bring you guys out, and then. But I didn't know what the story was, and so I remember just asking you or talking to you about it a little bit. And well, as long as they add something to our characters, you know.
Yeah.
And I had emailed like a ton of stuff, some requests like, are we going to be in colors? Can we have different colors? Can we, are we going to be morphing? Are we? I wanted all kinds of stuff, and I asked all kinds of questions, and they just would not respond to me.
They get what you get.
Like once they're like, after like I did get the script and I was like, well, where's this taking place? Because I want to know as a character.
Yeah, where's Adam?
What are you supposed to be?
Well, your question, his question sparked the SPA situation because he literally asked specifically, are we SPD? Because we were like, this sounds very much like SPD. They had no clue. We were just on a space patrol, so there was nothing. So his questions actually made them go, oh, they can't be SPD, so they're SPA. So that happened because you asked so many questions, Johnny.
Yeah, at least you got some universe building.
What's going on as actors?
Contributing to the Ranger universe.
I know. We totally pitched the Guardians of the Galaxy meets Power Rangers idea, so don't think we did it. Me and Johnny, we were working extra overtime while we were like, look, SPA, we got a whole idea.
There's a whole so it's up to you guys that had a rocket raccoon in there.
We need more Adam and Aisha, and we need Guardians of the Galaxy meets Power Rangers, right? And you want other Rangers that have formerly been Rangers to be on the SPA team.
You gotta pull the firefighter from Earth, though.
We gotta have a crew, right? We gotta have a crew of people that work with us. So yeah. So we got a whole idea, but they gave us this blank stare. So I don't know. I don't know if it landed. We haven't gone that far.
They're gonna call you after the writer's strike.
Our people will call you.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yeah, don't call us. We'll call you.
We'll get back to you. Oh, man, you guys.
But we had a great time.
Yes, we did.
As long as you enjoyed being a part of it, and I know we as an audience enjoyed having you in it. That's the more the merrier. It was the best it could be. So thank you for doing it.
Well, we understood it was a love letter to Trinity. That's what was
that
so
was a great-
beautiful.
yeah.
That was the part that, she has deserved that for 20 years, right?
Absolutely. And shout out really quickly to Charlie Kirsch, guys, the new Yellow Ranger men. Yeah. Fantastic job carrying on the legacy. Well, you said it, the legacy of the Saber-Tooth Tiger is in good hands, I think was the line you had. Yeah. Very cool. I'm glad they got that all in there. Guys, I think we might have a few questions in time for a couple of questions. So if you think you have an original question for these guys, no, it's let's see if they've never heard this one before. Let's see if we haven't heard it before. I'll go right here because you played the game. I'm going to start with Tim right here, and then we'll go right there. Tim, let's get you started.
Okay. Since I know the whole history by heart of all seasons, but for now, my most important question is, what was your favorite moment with Jason David Frank on any season?
Favorite moment with JDF? Good question. Go down the line if you want to, or if you don't want to, that's fine too.
I feel like you didn't want me to tell a story, so I wonder if I should do it.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, okay, all right. So there's this scene where we're at this lake that we used to film at all the time, at Castaic Lake that we used to film out there. And and there was this scene where he was in like full clothes, like, and we were all standing in a line in front of him, and he had to like turn around and run and jump into the lake for some reason. Do you remember this episode at all? I don't remember. I don't remember what episode it was or whatever, right? But I see him standing in front. He knows he's going to jump right into the water in no time flat. Yes! Oh, that was from the movie. So, no, he did it another time too then, because, because all of a sudden I just see, like, his leg is just getting wet, and it's just, so basically he, like, quickly was like, before they called action, he just, like, stood in front of us and he just, like, peed his pants and then ran into the lake and jumped in. And I wanted to tell that story before, and he was like, don't tell that story.
Oh my God!
I've told this.
Oh, you told it? Okay, good.
I told this story while he was with me on a panel. It was the Turbo movie. Yeah.
It was-
and it was like you guys were super cold or whatever, and like, so we had to shoot this thing. He made us jump off of this. The producers made us jump off of this. So he did it more than once. But yeah, he was like right in front. He was right in front of me, and I'm looking at him, and he's staring at me. And he was asking them to go to the bathroom, and they were like, no, they're being like really mean to us, and like they forced us to jump off of that whatever 16
sprained
foot.
my ankle.
Yeah, exactly.
That cliff.
And it was like they wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, and he's standing there, and they were being rude. Jonathan was being very, very rude, and he's standing in front of me, and he's like this.
You just tell what's happening.
Like, what's going on here?
Sounds good.
And then I look down, and he's like peeing on himself. And I'm like, what are you doing? We got to jump in the water. And he's like, yep. And then and he call action, and he turns around and starts running. And I'm like, wait, I'm going to swim behind him. And so I try to swim like around him. You know, I'm like, what are you doing? Jason Frank.
Yeah, Jason Frank.
That was my favorite moment.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I know he was like a Sour Patch Kid. Like he'd do something really bad, you'd want to punch him, but then he would do something sweet.
Yeah.
Like it was all bad.
That was the perfect name for him.
Sour Patch, yeah. Total Sour Patch. I don't know. I mean, we had a lot of we had a lot of great memories. I just remember when we went to go do the movie in Australia. Like that was really the time we actually got to get to know each other. Because we got on the show, and we'd only been on the show maybe 6 weeks. I mean, it was we were hustling to get some episodes done so that we could leave for the movie. So then when we got to Australia, it was like, the 6 of us in a foreign country. We had nobody there. Like we just had each other, and everybody was, brand new. And
You two were like especially young. You know?
Yeah.
We were at least a couple of years younger than the rest of us.
Only like a couple of months out of high school. Like we barely graduated and we're on the other side of the world. So I mean, that was a time when we just got to laugh and we got to know each other. And I felt at that moment, that's when we became friends, like all of us. And so, I mean, there's 1,000 memories of us just laughing. But I remember for like a week, he was like pretending to sneeze, and he had a water bottle.
Yes, he did that all the time.
Every time the crew would walk by, he'd go, achoo, and he would throw water on. So that for like a week, they thought he was like sneezing on them, and they were so pissed. Like they were pissed. They were like, because they couldn't like
carrying like big lights and stuff, and he'd go, and they'd be like,
and they couldn't say nothing to him because
they couldn't say nothing.
he was like one of the lead actors in the movie, so they were just like, and so you're like, stop it, they're being mean to us now because they hate us. Like they literally hated us.
And he's the kind of person who would prank somebody and not be like, just kidding. It was like, just let it keep going. It's like, you gotta let people know that was...
When does it end?
Yeah, he was definitely a prankster. Yeah.
I just remember being in one of the earlier cons, like 10, 15 years ago, whatever, and he was playing with the audience outside, talking as, the Green Ranger, and he didn't see me, and I ran up behind him and jumped on his back. Because I felt like it, And he didn't know who it was, and he's looking, and then he just, gave me a piggyback ride. He just went with it, He was always like that. I'd go to his table, and he would do, wait, let's do a video. We've got an evil woman here, and we're both evil. And there's some video of that on YouTube somewhere, and it's like, God bless him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was definitely a renowned prankster. We all were the victim of it at some point. Yes.
One point or another. Yeah.
But one memory that just came to me was this was like, it must have been like 2010 or something. I was doing Dallas Comic Con with him. And Tammy, him and Jenna were like, come and meet us for dinner. And he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, what's the room? And so I'm walking to the room, and the person answers, and it's a guy in a towel. And he's like talking to me in Russian. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, oh my God. And I walk away, and then I hear him like, just laughing his ass off. And it was his friend. He'd made him like pretend that was, yeah. And he filmed me doing it. He just loved to like embarrass me. He's always mocking my accent. Yeah, like, I can't. Remember that? He'd just mock me all the time. You know, you'd be filming and he'd be doing these stupid faces behind the camera.
Oh, he would always do that. Too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's such a brat. Yes.
Good memories,
Good,
though,
very
friends.
lots
I'm
of
so
good
glad
memories,
that.
yes.
Oh man, it's crazy. I said you'd be next, and I meant it. Let's go, man.
My question for Mr. Bosch and Miss Ashley. Does SPA precede SPD, which takes place in the year 2025, which is 2 years from today?
2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
23
Yes, it does.
2025.
I thought we just had the whole conversation, right?
I think I remember it too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I might remember that. But yeah, definitely.
It does, yes.
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 Yeah, that's why it was Alpha instead of Delta. We're the original team.
Space Patrol Charlie. That would have been closer.
Yeah, that is actually true. There's a lot of iterations
SPC
over the
doesn't
next
kind of
2 years.
roll off the tongue the same way, you know?
There's a lot of transition over the next couple of years, right? A lot of management changes.
Wait, we have a little guy right here. Let's get this man. I love that guy's shirt, by the way, too. So talk to us, big boy. Come on.
What is your favorite part of the Power Ranger movie?
Ooh, I think my favorite part of the Power Rangers movie was Ivan Ooze. Yeah, he was so great.
Yes.
But I think probably one of the best lines in the Power Ranger movie, there's a scene where Goldar and Ivan Ooze are in the top of the tower, right? And then the Crane Zord is flying in, right? And Ivan Ooze goes, oh, there's the cute little Pink Ranger. And then Goldar goes, oh, you think she's cute too?
Of course you liked that line.
Oh my God, I die every time I watch that. It's like, great. Like, that's the best. Because, you know, back then it was like the Pink Ranger was everybody's crush. Yeah. Oh, you think she's cute too? And I always bust chops, Kerrigan's chops every time because he was the voice of Goldar. And anyway, I just thought it was so funny. I don't know why I brought that up, but there you go, kid. We all think the Pink Ranger is cute.
No, that was fun. That was funny. The movie. I'm a frog, yeah. Which,
Somebody showed me yesterday this video of like a frog that was like twerking. I don't know, have you guys ever seen that video? And I was like, look, I'm a frog.
You should have sent it to me.
Help it. Yes.
I would have posted it.
I'll try to. Yeah, I'll
post it and tag me.
And I will send it to you.
Oh, movie. My favorite, you know what, the construction fight. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm not a fighter, so that was the first fight. Like, we actually got to rehearse, and we got to rehearse for a long time. Yeah, we got to, like, you know, I felt the most confident, because, yeah, he remembers everything. If you want to know a movie line, go to Steve.
Yes.
Steve is, like, the pop culture movie line expert.
Yes.
But, yeah, that was the part that I loved, because that was the one time we actually got time to rehearse, where on the TV show, they would literally go, you got 20 minutes, go over there, learn to fight, and we'll be, and we're like, oh! So for me, that was, you know, a challenge, but the movie, I got to feel good, and, you know.
I guess I like being a little shrunken person with Lord Zed. Oh, that was so cute. Wasn't I cute?
And then you started cheering for us. You're like, go Rangers, go Rangers, get Rangers. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I liked it. I'd just come to America, so the first time I saw the movie was with them at the premiere, and it was really fun seeing Australia. You know, I'd just come from there, so it was fun to see all that. But I love the line when Ivan Ooze says, "Ooh, where's my autograph book?" I love that line. That's fun. That was fun. He was fantastic.
That's awesome, yeah. Let's go right up front. We got one up here. Oh, yeah, Kat, do you want to tell that story or no? You don't have. About you were almost in the movie. Yeah, everybody knows that, right?
No, I wasn't. I auditioned for the role of Dulcia when Mariska was being recast, and Gabrielle and I actually were in the same agency. But I mean, she was so perfect for that role. And it wasn't meant to be. And I'm so happy that I didn't get the role.
Right, your role is far more substantial over time. And
yes. She was something else, wasn't she, in that outfit?
Oh, man, Gabrielle.
Goodness.
Oh, you think she's cute too?
I do.
We got one right over here.
Oh my God.
I have a question for all of y'all. Who is your favorite Power Ranger?
What was that?
Who is your favorite Power Ranger?
Who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Just say it, me.
Yourself.
Tell
For
us.
all of y'all.
None of them.
That's right.
I liked Aisha, Adam, and Rocky.
Stone Canyon Trio.
I liked all of them.
Yes.
They're all special.
I'm all their favorite. Let's just be honest, guys. Go ahead. Nobody's gonna get their feelings hurt.
Who's your favorite, though? Who's your favorite?
Oh, no.
Andrews from space.
Black Ranger.
Pink Ranger? The Black Ranger. Oh,
That's my favorite too.
good choice. I love it. Good. Awesome. You meant the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder, right? All right, you want to go over here? Okay, Steve. In the blue. There he is. Okay, yeah. Let's do this thing. Pass it down if you would.
Okay, so my question's kind of a bit of a two-part question. I'm gonna keep it brief. Did any of y'all watch?
I have one question in 27 parts.
Did any of you watch Raiders of the Lost Ark when it came out in theaters? And for those who did, what was it like working with Paul Freeman?
Oh, yeah.
I did watch Raiders of the Lost Ark when it first came out, and my older brother and my mom were going to see it, and I wanted to go so bad, and they were like, "No, you're too young." I was probably like 7 or whatever, I don't remember when it came out, but they were like, "You'll be too scared. You'll be too scared." And I was like, "No, I won't. No, I won't." I so badly wanted to go that I did not let myself be scared watching the movie, even when the guy's face was melting. It did not bother me. So yeah, I did see it in the theater.
I don't know if I saw it in the theater, but I do remember him eating a fly. You know, there's that scene where it's like the fly just lands on his mouth and he just keeps going and it like goes in and it's like, what? That's a real actor. So I was actually I was pretty nervous working with him because I got to see like an actual professional.
Yeah.
Not that we weren't.
We weren't, trust me.
But we was, definitely.
They definitely threw us in the deep end. They had never done any acting before, like, act! But actually, Paul Freeman was very generous. Like, he was like, we were more energized working with him because we were bouncing off him, and like, it allowed him to be able to, bounce off of us as well. And that scene ended up being really great because, because of the way that he was, the way he would lead our character. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, he was amazing. Like when we found out he got the job, we were just like in awe. Like we were like, oh my gosh, he's a real actor. He's been on stage. He's like, we were just but he was the nicest man. And like they said, he was so generous.
This is crazy, but I didn't know it was Paul Freeman. I didn't look at the credits. I knew that Ivan Ooze was an actor that was cast to do a voice job, and I was in L.A. doing my voice job. And then years later, in an elevator, he walks in, and I go, "That's the guy from Raiders. What is he doing here?" And I said, "Hi, I'm on Rita, and I do the voice of Rita." And he said, I did Ivan Ooze. I said, you're in Raiders? You're Ivan Ooze? And we're in an elevator together, and that was the first time I found out. And he also said, and I said, Harrison Ford just crashed down the block from me. That was the same year that he had that, accident. He said, "Oh yeah, that's where you live. I don't know exactly where you live." we had dinner together, and then we became friends. It was like so weird. It was so like later on, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I know this is unbelievable, but we've only got time for one more question. That's how these panels fly by. But then we're going to get these. Penelope's already got the mic. She wanted this one, and she's been asking, so let's
I never ask
let's
questions.
go here.
I'm happy to.
Let's do this. This is all you, Johnny. This is all
I
you.
got my question, but I'm going to say really quickly, last year was the first year I ever went to a Power Rangers convention, and working on my craft to be an actor and stunt woman in the last 10 years, you guys are the ones I take inspiration from, and be able to meet you and talk with you about that, it's wonderful. My question is, starting with Johnny, I love this is not Power Rangers related, but I love your music from I Shine and Where Giants Fall. I'm excited to see more of that. When are we going to see? I know you're good at this, but I'm excited what's coming next.
He's starting his solo career.
And then because I love all of you, also to include all of you, what are the passion projects you're working on now?
Well, thank you. First off, we definitely do have we probably have about like 30 songs that we're kind of going through to decide which one's going to be on the next album. But we just shot a film. I just shot like a personal project, one I was supposed to shoot back in 2020, I guess, but it turned into Arc Exodus. So anyways, that movie I was supposed to shoot then, I ended up shooting just here recently. And you did all the music for the soundtrack? Yeah, we're doing the score for that. So
I was just kidding. I was just trying to be funny, and he was we did. Good job.
We're scoring it. I do have some other friends doing some music for it as well, but we're doing the bulk of the score on that, so a lot of time is going to be spent on that before we get into an album again, or really decide, still.
Did you guys see Johnny's short, Arc Exodus?
Arc Exodus, yeah.
Did you guys see that? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you can check it out at voxrocketstudio.com. You can watch it for free. It's a 40-minute short. Originally, it was supposed to be this film that I just shot, but, things happen. And I had to change gears and write a whole different thing in a week. So that is what happened. So voxrocketstudio.com, you can watch it for free there. The only thing is it's a 40-minute film. You can't really sell that, So that's why I went ahead this time did a film.
Yeah,
So,
awesome.
Excellent. Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. What are you guys up to? What are you doing?
What else do we got? Yeah. Anybody else got?
I've been working on Ranger Stop and Pop.
That's the perfect right there, you guys. The biggest party in Atlanta, thanks to these guys. And Karan is everybody knows she's one of the owners of Ranger Stop and Pop, right? Everyone's aware of that. I want you to make sure that not only is she here to do all the autographs and stuff, everything that's happened is because of her and Nakia and Mikey. So thank you so much for putting this on.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we're very excited. We want to hear that. Yeah, it's just been, this has kind of been a passion project for us because we knew like some of us had gotten to come to like Dragon Con and, some of us have been able to come to Atlanta, but the majority of the Power Rangers had never come here, and it was just, that's kind of how we picked the city, and we've just been working. I mean, it's a year long, like the minute this one ends, we start planning the next one. So it's a lot of work, a lot of time, but we can have a sigh of relief now because it's, you guys are having fun and everybody seems to be having a good time, and all our friends showed up, and it's great, yeah. So that's one of the things, but yeah.
Awesome. Is that it? They're cutting it off? Is that
It's playing out the music.
Your turn.
How about you? Barbara, Catherine, Steve?
What was the question?
Any passion projects?
Oh, passion project. Well, I'm doing a lot of video games. World of Warcraft, Ramen, Diablo, I think I did recently. I don't know. I don't remember the names, and I have to sign all these NDAs, so I could have said something I shouldn't. Some anime, stuff. I'm on Kung Fu Panda with Jack Black as the Corgi Princess, Queen of England. And I just did Bad Guys, but that's already out as the little old lady. So whatever's next is my next passion project.
That's it, right? Whatever keeps you working.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a great answer if you ask me. And is Catherine or Steve, you want to say anything?
I mean, just for the 30th year, I'm taking this year to tour, working every single weekend, hitting different cities all over the country, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So eventually, I'm going to be in your city somewhere, and come down and see me. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see every week I'm in a new place. So I have not been touring nonstop, 26 weeks already so far.
Oh, cool. Yeah, congratulations on doing that. Yeah.
You're in their city right now. That's true. This is their city. Right?
Exactly. I'm in a city near you right now.
Yeah. At least adjacent to where you're at. Yeah. One ballroom away, if nothing else. Yeah. Awesome, guys.
So for those of you that don't know, I have a YouTube channel with Nakia called Power Rangers Playback.
Yeah.
Yes, and we are having a lot of fun doing that. I like Steve traveling all over to meet all of you beautiful people, and I just did a voiceover for our new kids animated series pilot for that. So yeah,
So cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations on that. Hey, I'm so glad all of you are doing so many great things, and we're able to come together to bring all of our childhoods back to life for the 30th anniversary. Power Rangers once and always.
Thank you, guys.
Give it up for the cast of the Power Rangers!